Hi, heart friends. I hope that you're doing well today. Today is Tuesday, February 1st, the first day of a month of Daily Hearts. I'm so excited to be here and to be coming to you in as authentic of a way as I possibly can, which is new and a little scary for me. It's not new to be authentic. It's scary for me to be putting this out there. One of the things I miss most about my corporate work is being connected with other people and being able to collaborate and work together on personal growth, personal development, organizational growth, organizational development. And so as a solopreneur, I think that's what they call us, someone who works solo, it can be really lonely. It can be really hard. And so in talking with a lot of people over a lot of time, especially the last 18 months, 2 years, it's really hard for us right now as humans. We're not used to being disconnected. We're not used to the fear that's around. We're not used to all of the, I don't want to say media onslaught because it's not really that, but it's the news. We're connected to news all the time. I want to get some, and a memory just popped up. So back when I was in high school, maybe junior high and high school, and I used to babysit. That was my second job. My first job was mowing lawns with my brother. We had a lawn mowing business, and that was awesome. Well, my first job was probably picking weeds, but I used to babysit, and so I would babysit on Friday nights. There'd be what was on TV, The Love Boat, Fantasy Island. Cheers was on. I remember after the kids would go to bed, I would watch TV. And when I would watch TV, this was in the days of probably the early 80s. Remember, some of you won't, but some of you will, when you'd be watching a program on TV and there would be this breaking news. And me, in my head and mind and heart, I thought, oh my gosh, murderers on the loose. We gotta buckle down there. And it got my nervous system pretty jacked up. What's happening? It's breaking news. And I don't remember any examples, but I remember thinking, okay, so that doesn't affect me. I'm safe, right? So I go back to safety and kind of reset the nervous system, stand up, dance around, move around. Okay, everything's good. Kids are fine, kids are in bed, everything's good. Get back to watching Captain Steubing on the Love Boat or whatever. So now, as we progressed over the last 35, 40 years, that's been more and more and more. Breaking news all the time. We have 24/7. And those were the days too when TV went off the air at 11. Now it's all the time news, and it's breaking, and it's the latest, and what are you going to do? And so for someone with a sensitive nervous system, highly attuned nervous system, I'm not exactly sure what to say about it. It's kind of pushes me over the edge, and I learned a very long time ago to simply turn the news off for me, but also it's now on phones and notifications, and I've turned all of those off as well. So why am I saying all of this? I think, how did I get on this? Working with other people and being a solopreneur and being pinged all the time with news and what are you going to do? And when we talk to people, there's fear around. And I talked about it on a video a couple days ago when I started noticing daily hearts around me. And it was in a time, I was hanging out with horses a lot. I was hanging out with a lot of humans, swimming and doing really cool things in life. And I noticed that there was a lot of fear because I've got this highly sensitive nervous system that I can just tell when something's not right in the air. And so I started seeing hearts. And every time I would see a heart on the ground, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you see my daily hearts there, random things all the time. And when I would see a heart, there was something that was calming to me about that. It was the feeling that love and fear cannot coexist. And as long as I'm living in love, noticing love, seeing love, there's not room for fear. So that's how I started on the journey of Daily Hearts and Love is Everywhere, because it truly is. And what I'm learning is I've learned through the years a lot of really cool science around it that we're going to talk about. I'll start talking about that tomorrow, but heart math and how can we affect and impact our own nervous system, which I talked about, like when I saw that news bulletin when I was in high school, and I kind of got up and shook it off and kind of reset the whole nervous system from that of fear and panic to, okay, everything's okay. Horses do that really well. Most animals do that really well. They shake after an event, and it resets their nervous system. As humans, we don't do that as well. We have a burst of something that causes fear, anxiety, on guard, and then we just keep going. And so we build up all of these moments of what's next, with no reset. Some people do dancing, some people do creative movement, some people just go run, some people swim. It's movement, and how do we shake it out? And it's a real thing to be able to shed that and shake it off and return to a state of inner ease, of a nervous system that's calmed. So I found that my journey started with the Daily Hearts. Okay, so I didn't find a Daily Heart yet today, so of course I wore one. This is one of my favorite shirts. Today I have this calendar. I have two calendars that are daily calendars that I absolutely love. I'll tell you about the first one. This is a Hay House calendar, and it is, Suzanne, what's her name? Louise Hay. A Hay House, of course. Louise Hay. I asked Suzanne because we always get the same calendars. So when I turned over February's today, every month there's a saying, and then every day of the month there's a different message. But today I thought was particularly really cool. So it says February, I appreciate the energy of love I experience in my relationships with others. Let me start over. I appreciate the energy of love I experience in my relationships with others, all the while remembering that it is far more critical to practice self-love. As I learn to love myself more, I learn to love everyone more. Love flows through me and out into the world, and I watch as it returns to me tenfold. Isn't that cool? I appreciate the energy of love I experience in my relationships with others, all the while remembering that it is far more critical to practice self-love. As I learn to love myself more, I learn to love everyone more. Love flows through me and out into the world, and I watch it return to me tenfold. There are so many things I could say in response to that. Love is reflected in love. Our energetic field sends out, it brings in. We'll talk about that science as well. But the thing that was really poignant for me today was self-love. Because I'm realizing in my journey that I look for love outside of me, which is great. I look for ways to give more love to others in service. And there are many, 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 many days that I don't practice, appreciate, or cultivate self-love, which is love for myself. For me, other words are compassion, self-compassion, love, compassionate latitude, and that general being okay with who I am, doing what I'm doing in this very moment, without judgment, without critique. Who I am is perfect, how I present is perfect, and I am love, and I give love, and I receive love. It is a constant flow, as this said today. Love flows through me and out into the world, and I watch as it returns to me tenfold. So as we kick off February 2022, with lots of heart and lots of love, I wish you all a day filled with much self-love, with self-compassion, compassionate latitude, and good things for you. Good luck finding and spying your daily hearts. Mwah. Love to all of you.